Good afternoon, students. This is your economics online class. We are discussing the 11th chapter, Tamil Nadu economy. In the last class, we completed about the highlights of Tamil Nadu, performance of Tamil Nadu economy, natural resources, water resources, mineral resources, and population, density, urbanization, infant mortality, life expectancy, everything we discussed. Today in this video, we have to continue the same chapter from gross state domestic product, GSDP, and production clusters, sectoral contribution, agriculture, food grain production, productivity position of Tamil Nadu and India. These are the concepts we have to discuss. Okay, listen carefully, understand the concept. The gross state domestic product, so which is GSDP. Just like GDP, the gross state domestic product refers to the total money value of all the goods and services produced annually in the state. This is GSDP. Okay, gross state. So GDP we can say about a nation. Here we are stating about the state. Okay, gross state domestic product. So that's why GSDP. Tamil Nadu is the second largest economy in India with a GSDP of $207.8 billion in the census 2016 to 17 according to the Directorate of Economics and Statistics, Tamil Nadu. So this shows us the GSDP of Tamil Nadu for us. The GSDP of Tamil Nadu is equal to GDP of Kuwait on nominal term and GDP of UAE on PPP terms. So that's why this much of GSDP producing by Tamil Nadu only, the Tamil Nadu state only producing. So that the GSDP of Tamil Nadu is far higher compared to many countries like Kuwait, UAE. Here they shown below. This is mainly due to population effect. Because of population effect of Tamil Nadu only we can achieve. The per capita income of GSDP would be better for inter-country or interstate comparisons. So Tamil Nadu may go below if per capita income GSDP is considered for comparison because of population. So that we can compare with other country also. So they are comparing with Kuwait and UAE. Then many countries we can compare with the Tamil Nadu only. Tamil Nadu alone we can compare. Because of population effect, we can produce this much of GSDP. Understood? See the table. The gross state domestic product stat is given here. A state or country, GSDP or GDP in billion they are given. Tamil Nadu GSDP is 207.8 billion. Iraq GDP is 171 only. New Zealand, these countries are given their GDP. Understood? Iraq, New Zealand, Sri Lanka. But Tamil Nadu only GSDP. So their GSDP is 207.8 billion. This is higher than the other countries. Understood? So next concept is sectoral contribution. Sectoral contribution also very, very important in Tamil Nadu. So tertiary sector which means service sector. This is the major contributor of Tamil Nadu for the GDP, which is GSDP at 63.70%. The secondary sector, which is industry. The primary sector, agriculture, isn't it? So that the secondary sector through industry contribution is gradually on the rise and now it is 28.5% only. But the service sector given 63.70%. And then agriculture occupies a prominent position in occupation, but its contribution to GSDP is declining and now it is just 7.76% only. See there, the primary sector, secondary sector and service sector. Among the three sectors, the service sector only contributing 63.70%. This is clearly we can understand. So the primary sector gradually declining. Industrial sector also gradually rising. This means that the tertiary and secondary sectors have grown faster. The agriculture sector has grown slow. Agriculture sector provides employment and food to large proportion of Indians and Tamils. But the same sector is growing slowly. It means it is not good. Okay, it is not good for this much of population. So with this trend, sustainable development may not be possible. Like this trend means the slow growth of agricultural sector is not be possible for our developing population. See here the per capita income given about Tamil Nadu. The per capita income GSDP of Tamil Nadu also 2200, which is higher than that of many other states in India. So when we have to compare with the other states in India, the Tamil Nadu only the per capita income that much of high, okay, which is GSDP is higher than other states. Per capita GSDP of Tamil Nadu is nearly 1.75 times higher than the national average. As per 2018 data, they said. In terms of rupees, the per capita income in Tamil Nadu was 1,03,600 in 2010 to 11 census, and it has increased to 1,88,492 in 2017 to 18 as per the budget figure 2018. So this much of income is increased. So that per capita income is increased in Tamil Nadu higher than the other states in India only. Okay, we can clearly understand about the data. And per capita income given here, state, country and per capita income of the countries. USD, in USD dollar they given here. See there, how many countries given along Tamil Nadu. So India, overall India they are given Nigeria, Nicaragua, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Zimbabwe, Nepal. See there, Tamil Nadu only leading per capita income among these countries. Okay, this is one state, only state of India. This can produce this much of per capita income. Next one is production clusters. So go through the picture. This is our production clusters about sugarcane, rice, groundnut, maize, mango, papaya, tapioca, like that agricultural foods. Okay, so that this is very, very important. The production cluster also very, very important in Tamil Nadu. This much of production making by Tamil Nadu. Understood? So the per capita income 2015 to 16 also given here among other states. The Kerala, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh. So among these states, the Tamil Nadu only getting per capita income high. So next concept is agriculture. Agriculture of Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu with 7 agroclimatic zones and varied soil types is better suited for the production of fruit, vegetables, spices, plantation crops, flowers and medicinal plants. Okay, these are the plants and vegetables are growing here, and varieties of soil we have, and the zones, agro zones, climatic zones, different agro climatic zones we have. The state is the largest producer of loose flowers and the third largest producer of fruits. Tamil Nadu has historically been an agricultural state. Historically, which is the agricultural state. At present, Tamil Nadu is the India's second biggest producer of rice, next only to West Bengal. This is very very important. One mark they may ask. Okay, Tamil Nadu is the best, second biggest producer of rice next to West Bengal. The state is one of the major producers of turmeric. Tamil Nadu producing turmeric in major production. It is also the leading producer of kambu, corn, groundnut, oil seeds and sugarcane. It ranks first in production of plantation crops, banana and coconut, second in rubber and cashew nut, third in pepper and fourth in sugarcane. These are the production, agricultural production producing by the Tamil Nadu every year. The gross cropped area under all crops was 58.97 lakh hectares in the year 2013 to 14. The area under crops, food crops, account for 72.9% and that of non-food crops is 27.1%. Among the food crops, paddy takes a major share. So we are the South Indians using paddy, rice, isn't it? That's why among the food crops, paddy takes a major share, major role. Among the non-food crops, groundnut and coconut take a major share also. Okay, next to paddy, groundnut and coconut take a major share. Net sown area has been gradually declining nowadays. Net sown area, which is agricultural areas, gradually declining nowadays, and rural land, labor and capital are moving towards urban projects. That's why this is declining. As a result, villages are emptied and cities are overcrowded and congested. So because the village peoples are moving towards the towns and cities, that's why overcrowded and congested happening in towns and cities. It leading to spatially unbalanced bulging. Okay, unbalanced bulging happening in the towns and cities. So this process is going on means what will be happen? The villages are emptied. So that's what they are saying here. This is the agricultural status of Tamil Nadu. The next one is food grain production. Food grain production in Tamil Nadu. Rice production dominates among food grains production with 79.49 lakh tons on 2014 to 15, followed by millets at 40.79 lakh tons. Okay, there is significant jump in pulses production from 3.59 lakhs ton in 2011 to 12 to 7.67 lakh ton in 2014 to 15. See here, in between gap of 11 to 12 to 14 to 15, the significant production of pulses is increased. There may be changes in these statics. Maybe changes will be there. Hence, updation is unavoidable. Okay, this is our updation given by the statistical department. Okay, that's why we can understand, go through the data about the food grain production in Tamil Nadu. Next one is productivity position of Tamil Nadu and India. The government of Tamil Nadu lays emphasis on agricultural production and productivity. As a result, the Tamil Nadu tops in productivity in food crops as well as non-food crops among the states in India. So that the government of Tamil Nadu lays emphasis on agricultural production and productivity. They are giving importance to agricultural production and productivity. This result as Tamil Nadu tops in productivity and production. And also the food crops also, food crops and non-food crops, they are producing more and more. Okay, this is the status of production position in Tamil Nadu. The productivity position of Tamil Nadu, one table given here, crop and its position of Tamil Nadu at national level given here. Go through the table. This table may be asking you 1 mark or 2 marks. Tamil Nadu ranks first in maize, kambu, groundnut, oil seeds and cotton. Second in rice and coconut. Third in sugarcane, sunflower and jowar. Okay, they may be asked in 1 mark. Tamil Nadu first rank in what? So first rank in maize, kambu, groundnut, oilseeds and cotton. Second status or second position in rice and coconut. Third in sugarcane, sunflower and jowar. So these are the agricultural status of Tamil Nadu. Understood? Next we have to move industry. So industry is very, very important in Tamil Nadu. We know that industries are increasing, the development is increasing in Tamil Nadu. Chennai is sometimes referred to as health capital of India or the banking capital of India. Sometimes which is referred. So Tamil Nadu referred as health capital of India or the banking capital of India. Having attracted investment from international finance corporation and the World Bank. Okay, it is also called Detroit of Asia. Detroit of Asia. This is 1 mark. Underline it. Tamil Nadu, it also called as Detroit of Asia. Tamil Nadu has been a network of about 110 industrial parks. 110 industrial parks or estates that offer developed plots with supporting infrastructure to the young youths. Okay. Also the government is promoting other industrial parks like rubber park, apparel park, floriculture park, Tisal park for biotechnology, Siruseri IT park and agro export zones. These also government maintaining in Tamil Nadu. Okay. So that's why they say Detroit of Asia. The heavy engineering manufacturing companies are centered around the suburbs of Chennai. So we know about that Chennai. The manufacturing company, engineering manufacturing companies and all centered around the suburbs of Chennai. Chennai boasts of global car manufacturing giant as well as homegrown companies. Okay, homegrown companies also here they manufacturing their cars and bikes, heavy vehicles. Okay, that's why Chennai is Detroit of Asia, we can say. So Karur is known as its bus body building, which contributes 80% of South Indian bus body building. 1 mark they may ask. Okay, many 1 mark coming from this passage. So keenly you should watch. Karur is known for its bus body building, which contributes 80% of South Indian bus body building. TNPL is the Asia's largest eco-friendly paper mill. Okay, TNPL, Tamil Nadu Paper Limited. Okay, this is Asia's largest eco-friendly paper mill. Salem is called a steel city and has many sago producing units and mineral wealth. Sago means the tapioca. From tapioca they producing sago. Okay, sago producing units and mineral wealth also abundant in Salem region. Sivakasi is the leader in printing fireworks, safety matches production of India. We know that. Just now we celebrated Diwali. Okay, from Sivakasi only the fireworks and all came. So safety matches also producing there. It contributes to 80% of India's total safety matches production and 90% of the India's total fireworks production. So Sivakasi only producing this much of fireworks and safety matches. Okay. So Thoothukudi is the gateway of Tamil Nadu. Underline it. Thoothukudi is the gateway of Tamil Nadu. It is a major chemical producer next only to Chennai. Okay, Thoothukudi only producing major proportion of chemical next to Chennai. So after Thoothukudi, Chennai producing the chemical products and all. Okay. The next topic is textiles. Tamil Nadu is the largest textile hub. Tamil Nadu is the largest textile hub of India. Tamil Nadu is known as the yarn bowl. Underline it. Tamil Nadu is known as yarn bowl of country, accounting for 41% of India's cotton yarn production. So overall the India's cotton production, India's yarn cotton production 41% contributed by Tamil Nadu only. The textile industry plays a significant role in the Indian economy by providing direct employment to an estimated 35 million people and thereby contributing 4% of GDP and 35% of gross export earning. Because of textiles and yarn producing in the Tamil Nadu, this much of GDP producing are contributing by them. The textile sector contributes 14% of the manufacturing sector. Manufacturing sector means automobile, like that. See here, manufacturing sectors from spinning to garment manufacturing, entire textile production chain facilities are in Tamil Nadu. About half of India's total spinning mill, half of the India's total spinning mill capacity is in Tamil Nadu. The western part of Tamil Nadu comprising Coimbatore, Tirupur, Erode, Dindigul and Karur has majority of spinning mills manufacturing cotton, polyester, blended yarn and silk yarn used by garment units in Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra, etc. Yarn is also exported. Yarn is also exported to China, Bangladesh, etc. Tirupur is known as knitting city. Okay, underline it. This is one more question. Tirupur is known as knitting city. Is the exporter of garments with the USD 3 billion. Tirupur only. Karur is the major home for textile manufacturing. What are they producing there? Curtain cloths, bed linens, kitchen linens, toilet linens, table linens, wall hangings, etc. They are producing in Karur. And export hub in India. Karur is the export hub in India. Erode is the main cloth market in South India for both retail and wholesale ready-mades. Okay, Erode is the main cloth markets. So, a number of cloth markets is there. So, among the South India for both retail and wholesale ready-mades produced in Erode district. Okay. Dear students, go through the video carefully, topic by heading by heading, the topic by topic of Tamil Nadu. You can understand about the Tamil Nadu status at present also. Okay, these are the concepts today we listened. Today you learned. Okay, so every topic you have to learn and write test, send to me without fail.